What's up, graphic designers? In today's class, we're going to attempt to create a forgery of a painting of your choice. So on the left side, we've got the original work of art. On the right side, we've got the rendition. And you're going to find maybe a still life, maybe a landscape. You're going to find a painting that really resonates with you. And we're going to attempt to recreate it. To do that, we're going to need to use something called the Eyedropper Tool. So the Eyedropper Tool is located right underneath the Crop Tool, and you can simply press I to pull it up. And when you do, you'll notice that you can simply suck up a color. So for example, if I want to suck up the green of Lois's blouse, I can simply click there, and you'll see in the foreground it's green. Likewise, if I click the purple, it sucks it right up. It's identified and ready to use in the foreground. The complexion of his Peter Griffin's skin, his shirt, or the blue of the text. Super easy to use. All right, so now we're going to need to arrange our workspace. So to do that, we're going to click Window, Arrange, and we've got lots of options. Right now, they're all consolidated to tabs. But if we click 4 up, we can see that the 4 documents I have open look a little something like this. If we click Window, Arrange, and then let's try horizontally, it's going to create something like this. This workspace is a little unwieldy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Window Arrange, and then we're going to change it to Tile All Vertically, and we're super close. I'm simply going to close out the Family Guy image, and I'm going to close out the student exemplars until we're left with something that looks a little bit like this. So this is a landscape that I'm going to use. If I were you, I would encourage you guys to do a Google image search. I typed in famous painting, and we've got a number of options, including the subcategory landscape. You could also choose watercolor. There's lots of really fun ones that are at your disposal. So what do we do next? I'm going to press function F7, and that pulls up the layers palette. And I can see right now on this blank, all we've got is the background. I'm going to create a new layer by clicking this little icon right there. Beautiful. And so I'm going to shift this layers palette over just a tad. And I'm going to think about what's all the way in the back in this image. I can see that the sky is underneath everything. So I'm going to left click. I'm going to pull it up in the layers palette. I'm sorry, in the foreground color. I'm going to press B now for brush. And I'm going to right click. I'm going to increase the size. And I think that's more than adequate for the sky because it's only taking up that much space. Next, what I'm going to do is press not the new layer icon in the layers palette, but instead I'm going to press Command Shift N, and you'll notice that this window pops up. We can actually name our layer, and I'll just call it Yellow Leaves. You can do this. This is helpful if you've got lots of layers that you're working with, but it's not mandatory. And I'm going to press I for eyedropper. I'm going to press left click on the yellow leaves of this image. I'm now going to press B for brush. I'm going to right click. I'm going to reduce the size. So let's try maybe 444. Why not? And I'm not going to do an amazing job. You guys are going to actually do much better. I'm going to press Command minus to zoom out just a tad. I'm going to press Command Option Z to undo that last step. And I'm going to give it one more shot. And this looks adequate. This looks fine. It's not that serious right now. I'm going to press I. I'm going to click on the orange. I'm going to press Command Shift N, enter. And I'm going to press B. We got to get some of the orange of these leaves. This looks great. I'm going to press I. I'm going to grab the red of these leaves right here. I'm going to go along the left side. That looks not bad. Okay. We've got a deeper shade of red. It's like kind of burgundy. All right, we're going to go like so. We're going to be pressing Command Shift N over and over and over because you'll never know that if you might want to shift something around later on, and I think I might, especially when I look at these breaking waves over here in the little pond or stream in the foreground. I can see some elements where I might do that. All right, what else can we do to improve the quality of this painting? Well, I'm going to press I, and I'm going to capture the complexion of what looks like a birch tree, and I'm going to press B for brush. I'm going to decrease the size, and if we want to create straight lines, and I do right now, I know that if I click and drag fast, that looks more or less straight, but, and I'm going to zoom in right now so you guys can see this a little bit more clearly. If you click once and then hold Shift, what's going to happen is it's going to create straight lines. So it connects where you left click once to where you left click a subsequent time. So that's going to give me an opportunity to create really straight birch trees. I cannot wait to see your work. Let me know if you have any questions.